We begin Chapter 4 with a couple of definitions. The first one is for a one-to-one function. A function is one-to-one if it passes both a vertical and horizontal line test. And if a function is one-to-one, then it is invertible. In other words, it has an inverse, which is also a function. In these next two problems, we are asked to determine if the relation that is drawn defines y as a one-to-one function of x. Well, in this first problem, we notice that yes, it is a function because it passes the vertical line test, and each y value also has a unique x value, meaning it passes the horizontal line test. So the answer here is yes, it is one-to-one because it passes both the vertical line test, which I will abbreviate VLT, and the horizontal line test, HLT. Let's look at this next example. Yes, it is a function. It passes the vertical line test, but for some horizontal lines, it fails the horizontal line test. So this is not a one-to-one function. It is not one-to-one, not one-to-one, since it fails the horizontal line test. A relation needs to pass both the horizontal and the vertical line test in order to be considered one-to-one. Now we want to apply the definition of one-to-one to determine whether a function is one-to-one. Simply stated, if f of a is equal to f of b, that must then imply that a is equal to b. So let's try that with this linear function. We're going to try h of a. I'm going to write it down. We must show that if h of a equals h of b, comma, then a is equal to b. So we're going to take this function and on the left substitute an a, negative 3a plus 2. And then on the right hand side of this equation, substitute in b, negative 3b plus 2. And let's see if this implies that a is equal to b. We're going to begin by subtracting 2 on each side of this equation, and that will give us negative 3a is equal to negative 3b. And then we will divide each side by negative 3. This will then give us a is equal to b, and therefore it is implied that this is a one-to-one function. I'm going to write, since h of a equals h of b implies a equals b, then h of x is one-to-one.